Well, hello. This is Armando 55.
And the Chalmers. The Chalmers.
Yeah, this will be my first project as a gamer, and I decided to throw it back into the first generation of Pokemon.
We kicking it old school.
Now, we ain't kicking it old school. We strapping up old school. 6 Pokeballs at the waist. All my 6 starters. Of course, you guys will find out who those starters are once I create a new game. But this game, to me,
Is everything.
is
Your childhood.
single-handedly one of the best games of all time to me. It may not be to a lot of you viewers or listeners out there, but you can go and
I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna watch. And because Mondo tells me how great of a Pokemon master he is. So
oh yes,
I
don't want to scare away the viewers by mentioning my status as a Pokemon master just yet.
So I'm here to learn and take some tips. And this is all for anticipation of Omega Ruby and what is it? Sapphire.
Yeah,
What is it called? Alpha Sapphire. Is that what it's called?
it's called something. Just the remakes of Ruby and Sapphire.
All right.
And not only will I play this game all the way through, I'm going to use the Pokemon from here and upload it to Pokemon Stadium and go through that process with the same crew. And so I guess
in a year from now, this project will be finished.
oh, not a year. Back in the let me tell you a story. Back in the day, when I was a kid, no responsibilities during the summer, no school, no work, no nothing.
That's what being a kid's all about.
I ran through this game literally. If I started in the morning, I would finish it by at least 11 o'clock at night. The whole game.
All right, so that's what we're going for.
Well,
so
no, yeah, we're not gonna do that in one
start
video.
that new game.
But yeah, so right now I'm at the main menu. What I do first is I definitely check the text speed because I don't want these guys, wasting my time. So I always put it on fast and I just, blur through it.
First step to being a Pokemon master.
Yeah.
Just ignore everyone.
Animation you could take off and that would make the game a lot faster. But then again, all you're going to see is a Pokemon taking damage and then that's it. So that's not really that fun.
Add a DO to the end of Mono and it's Mondo.
Yep, I mean you could change that. So we'll get started with this new game. Starting out with the Professor Oak introducing himself and us to the Pokemon world. Now, of course, the yellow version came out after Red and Blue success, but the yellow version follows a lot more of the cartoon. Yeah, it goes along with the cartoon more than the other ones. You get Yellow, Ash, and Jack. Of course, Ash, the main character.
Aren't you going to pick a different name?
Yeah, I'm going to use a different name, but I'm explaining why Ash is on there,
I think people know who Ash is if they know Pokemon.
Whoa, yeah. If they don't know,
I don't know where Jack came from, though.
Yeah, so what I'm basically going to do is, today is Halloween. So what I'll do is I'll make I'll use like a ghost face or something.
Go for it.
There we go. I'll be Mr. Smiley.
Be a male. You gotta make sure you're a male. Alright. It's like your little boner there.
Yeah, of course, and all those youngsters who haven't played a game like this before, you don't have the option to choose male or female. You're male in this. You start out alpha male.
That's right.
And for all of you who follows the, cartoon as well as Red and Blue would know that this is Punk Gary.
Gary, but we're not going to be boring here.
Yeah, we're not. So we're going to call this guy Busta because that's what he basically is.
Busta.
And Busta doesn't know what he or she is, so
Alright.
it's unisex.
To be fair, we really don't know.
Of course, he's about to tell us our very own legend unfolds. Now, of course, we wake up in our own house. Back in the day, we didn't have the option of, getting the chairs and having our mom buy us dolls and all of that.
But we got a Super Nintendo and a TV on the floor.
Yep, and that's almost our same layout, except for we actually have a HD TV we're playing on. But so yeah, of course we're gonna go talk to our mom. She's obviously sad, but one day she'll be proud knowing that her son's just a badass.
Her husband died. Your dad died, right? Isn't that the story?
It really never explains it in the game.
Died in war.
Go over here, talk to Gary's sister. And of course now red and blue, obviously you're going to be able to pick a starter. But unfortunately for us, what we do is we talk to Busta. Of course there's one Pokeball left.
And who could it be?
It's not Pikachu. Because that's where we're going right Pikachu. Now. After we talk to these people, we go to the grass, and then that's where we obviously find Professor Oak.
Just hanging out in the wild.
Yep.
Hence the name Oak.
We take a turn, and then this is where our friendship with Pikachu begins, obviously. Professor Oak doesn't even need a Pokemon out there. His aura just scares Pokemon to the point of they're just going to get caught.
Yeah, he just throws the ball right at them.
Yeah.
Come across Mewtwo. He doesn't need anything. He just has a ball.
He doesn't even need a Bastard Ball. Now, one of the perks, or not one of the perks, one of the defaults, I'd say, is that you start out with Pikachu, and obviously the first Pokemon gym leader is Brock.
Yeah.
And we'll get to him later on, but Brock basically has all rock Pokemon.
And no eyes. If you followed the cartoon.
Yeah, and it's basically a line across where his eyeballs would be. Now, of course, Gary's being a little buster right now. And so what usually happens is we think we're going to get the ball. He shows us the side, obviously. It's his Pokemon, whatever. This just starts out the rivalry we have with Busta. And so normally, I mean, I've beat this game numerous times.
Brag about it.
I've evolved Pikachu. Yeah. I've not even used Pikachu in my lineup. But after a while, the altercation right there just adds fuel to the fire. So I always leave Pikachu in my lineup to remind him, you didn't pick him. He fell to me, and that's your fault.
That's right.
Basically, like when Jimmy Johnson passed on Randy Moss, and Randy Moss made him pay.
Sure. I don't think Jimmy Johnson was our coach.
Oh, I mean, Jerry Jones. Sorry, I wrote a paper about Jimmy Johnson, so he's fresh in my memory. So we'll name him.
Talk a little bit about it on the Pitcast. So you calling him Randy Marsh. Great name. Aw. Randy Moss.
Oh. Pause it?
No, you go and I'll just edit it out.
I'll leave it on the screen. Hello? Sitting here working. What are you doing? Now I'm about to text him right now and basically be like, so 5:15 tomorrow morning, and wait and see what they say. Alrighty. Well, if they say that I don't work, then I'm gonna finish this video we're making and then work on the costume with you.
Costume.
What? Pac-Man. What size is it? Is it dry fit? For real? It's dry fit? Dry fit Pac-Man? Oh, okay. Alright, well... Now, I know you don't like me playing video games, but this video that I'm making is very special to me because it's about Pokemon. So when you come inside, could you not be like, oh, Pokemon, that's gay, or Pokemon's for faggots, or say anything like that? What? Yeah, it's just around the porch. Alright, cause... So... Well, hopefully it is you, and when will you find out? Alrighty then. Well, yeah, if I don't work. Alrighty. Bye bye.
You can just pick up.
Oh, okay. Alrighty, so yeah, we just named the Pikachu Randy Moss. Obviously for
Hall of Famer.
good reasons, yes. Could have been the greatest receiver of all time. But, you know, we'll stick to Pokemon. We won't get into football talk right now. And now, of course, Busta wants to come in here and get some action early.
Bring it on,
Obviously, we
Busta.
all know who Gary's Pokemon is right off the bat. Do you?
Eevee.
Very, very, very wise choice, Andy.
Boom.
And to me, Eevee is one of the first gen's underrated Pokemon because from
Eevee's
Eevee,
one of my favorites.
you go Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, all of whom can easily help you out. Of course, you do get Eevee later on, but we'll wait until that point. And
I like Eevee because Eevee gives you opportunities. You get to make the choice.
that's very true.
And I'm a man that likes choices.
That's true. And right now, what people don't understand is these guys shouldn't even be fighting their friends. Both of them can use the Thunderstone to evolve and make them better Pokemon, stronger Pokemon.
That's right.
But of course, Gary's a Busta and uses his Pokemon for evil. Of course, we'll start with Thundershock. It's a very smart move using Tail Whip. You know, later on in the next gens and stuff, Tail Whip is not as effective.
Ooh,
but of course,
right there is effective.
it was very effective here
Lowered
because
your
this is the
defense.
first gen. Hopefully we survive. No
Oh!
critical hit.
There you go.
And we lost to Busta.
But don't worry, because we will get our revenge.
Yeah, do not be very discouraged. It is Pikachu. Right now, Pikachu doesn't like me as a trainer
Yeah, you just
at
lost.
this point. Yeah, we just lost, and the fact that even in the cartoon, right off the bat, Pokemon and Ash don't really have a very tight relationship yet. So what Pikachu does is he gets out the ball because he doesn't feel he needs to be in there.
Wants to do what he wants.
See, and right there, obviously he's has his back to us. He doesn't really trust us in his trainer yet. But we start off our journey, and what I usually do is I usually get Pikachu up to about level 10. I go around battling, and yes, very course, Pidgey is one of the very best Pokemon to battle because obviously electricity hurts
Yeah, you kick
flying
his
Pokemon.
ass.
Yes, that's very true.
It's in about every Pokemon game. You always
Yes.
come across a Pidgey
But
first.
what I do is if I come across a Pidgey who survives a Thundershock, I capture it because
That's shocking.
because of course going against Busta again here in a little bit, to go through them with just Pikachu is kind of difficult, to be honest with you. So it's always good to have at least maybe 2, maximum 3 Pokemon with you when you go and fight.
Brock.
Busta.
Oh, Busta.
Yeah, Busta. Rattata
A level 2.
is only relevant in first gen Pokemon games due to the fact that he evolves to Eradicate. Of course, Eradicate has Hyper Fang, which is a very, very powerful move.
So we're just gonna kind of grind it out for a little bit here.
Yeah, we do. Right now, you know, most gamers that have Xboxes, they go on achievement grinds. PlayStation people, they go on trophy grinds.
Pokemon people go on level grinds.
Yeah, XP grinds.
XP grinds.
We're coming after that XP. And of course, Pikachu in the game really does not have very good defense. And so you want to be aware of that while you're going and training him, because one easy mistake, you know, letting it slip by your head, Pikachu could be killed, and of course you black out and wake up at Pokemon Center not knowing what happened to you. Hopefully you didn't find, you know, your pants off or anything like that when you woke up in the Pokemon Center.
Yeah. It's never good to have your pants off.
There we go.
No,
Randy
it's not
Moss
good,
growing level 6. Obviously the special's 12, and that's what Pikachu's good for, is that special. Speed,
And
obviously.
speed.
Yeah, 17. But again, it emphasizes the defense is not very high.
Ooh, and learn Tail Whip.
Yes, and that'll come handy later on as well. One of Pikachu's best moves on the game, and that's really helpful in first gen, is
Bitch slap.
the Thunder Wave move. And that's very good against Pokemon that are a lot stronger, but at the same time, you hit them with that Thunder Wave. Obviously, with that speed, you'll attack them more often than they would hit you, which would kind of level out the lack of defense Pikachu has. Of course, here's another Pidgey, and that's the main Pokemon that we want to keep running into, simply for the fact that we would be able to kill him in one hit, easy XP. Don't like running into Rattata because obviously Rattata can do some damage. Here's a level 4 Pidgey again. Hopefully it survives. We can catch it. The higher the level, the better. And it's not apparently working out. But it's alright because this is just one area that I basically go through. The other area is up ahead where you almost fight Busta again.
Pause right here. Are you cold?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Not terribly, but. I think it's colder in here than it is outside.
Alright, another Pidgey, another Thundershock, another easy win.
So in the last Pokemon game, X and Y, I would say X and Y kind of brought me back to Pokemon, because I kind of stopped playing, you know, I just felt like a lot of Pokemon games were kind of same old same. Then I got X and Y, and it just threw me back into the loop.
Obviously, due to the influence of this game as a young child, you know, I will always be Pokemon Master.
What I liked about X and Y was they finally updated the graphics and the engine.
I mean, look at this. This is the best way to compare these Pokemon graphics to the X and Y graphics is the first Grand Theft Auto to the Grand Theft Auto 5 that just came out. Oh! And we have a survivor. So
Ooh,
we're
barely.
My mistake, rookie mistake.
No
Pokeballs.
No Pokeballs.
Joke is on me, but Randy Moss did grow to level 7.
Not a total failure.
No, sir. And of course, in the other gens, what we can do is we go and we talk to a Professor Oak's aide/assistant. Level 5. I really made a rookie mistake.
Yeah, you did. Or did you?
Is our 40 XP? Obviously, the color changes right there.
You know, these graphics do hold up considering they're Game Boy graphics that are, 16 years old now?
I believe the first one came out in 96. Now, don't hold me accountable for that.
I think Y came out in 98. Or not Y, Yellow.
Yeah, because red and blue came out first.
So did you get any Pokeballs?
Nope. That is in the much newer ones. I would say, I believe it's either gold or, yep. It is gold, crystal, and silver that you talk to the guys and they give you.
Oh yeah, silver.
They give you 5 Pokeballs. So now what we gotta do is we gotta go and spend our own money right now. Obviously, we haven't had a Pokemon battle besides Busta, so we'll see what finances we're working with.
Just cleaning house with these knobs.
Don't be fooled by Rattata. Raticate's one of the Pokemon that you should have no business being able to stick in a battle, but does anyways.
Whatever that means, right?
Which it means is, of course, in these newer generations, how many people do you see wanting to have a Rattata or Raticate in their starting 6?
I never even bother. I don't want this guy. I want a Gengar.
But in the first gen, Raticate could be a very valuable person to have on your side. So what we're going to do is we're going to go talk to Nurse Joy. Heal up Pikachu, yep.
I like healing Pokemon's free. That's awesome.
That's the way it should be.
That's right.
Of course, we can come here,
Government
talk to everybody
pays
else
for it.
that's in here. Basically, give you information about later on.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Yep.
Yeah, I learned you always gotta talk to random people because they might give you some free shit.
That's true. And this is where you go to battle or link up with another Pokemon trainer. Might be one of your buddies, your cousins, something. That's what I do. Here's the PC.
You broskies.
Yep. Obviously, this is someone's PC. We have yet to meet, and we'll leave that for a surprise later on. Do is you deposit, withdraw, Pokemon, change your box, print your box, yeah. Of course, some more palm trees, I would say.
Something like that.
Or Executor replicas. Okay. And one very noticeable thing is that we come right around here. There, of course, there's the old guy. Can't get past him just yet. Is the gym. Don't be fooled, because you can't go in this gym and battle the gym leader just yet. That is Giovanni's gym, and of course, if anybody knows, Giovanni is the leader of Team Rocket as well as the gym leader there.
Did you just give a spoiler though? Do we know he's the leader of Team Rocket yet?
Okay, of course, now we gotta go back and take this to Professor Oak.
Hurdle.
and we have to do this so we can go back and purchase Pokeballs. Which, if I recall, maybe we give them back what we're supposed to give to them from the stores. The aide stops us and gives us Pokeballs. Fortunately, here's another level 5 Pidgey. Hopefully we kill it. Thank goodness.
So I got a question for you. With the X and Y, they had the XP share. Do you prefer the XP share, or do you prefer grinding each Pokemon?
The XP share, to me, makes it a lot easier to raise your team.
Way easier. I mean, X and Y would seem so easy.
Now, however, if you're an old school kind of trainer, you obviously like to show...
Do it the old school way.
Yeah, show each Pokemon you appreciate them.
Yeah.
Spend time with them. Let them grow and battle
I like that
Pokemon.
about the new one. That you could actually spend time with Pokemon. Pet it, give it some snacks, play some mini games.
Of course, right now we get the Pokedex, which if everybody knows is the encyclopedia for Pokemon. Now, it doesn't work like it does in the cartoon. Cartoon, he's able to
Way
bust it
cooler.
out and it gives you the information from just seeing it. In the game, you have to capture it, and then it loads the data up into the Pokedex for you.
I remember I bought one of those little Pokédex back in the day. They were pretty cool.
And Scholastic books, they always had the Pokemon books, and they tell you about each Pokemon. I owned one of those books, and I should have kept it, because right now, judging from these prices of the games, that book is worth at least maybe $2,000 or something.
Compare that Edition 1 Charizard. I remember I bought his Generation 2, the first Generation 2. It was a magazine. And that was awesome. But I ended up losing that magazine. Broke my heart a little bit.
Man, I, to be honest with you people, viewers listening, Andy, Alicia in the kitchen, honestly, I've probably spent maybe half a year total on playing time with Pokemon games. And I'm not ashamed to say it.
Hey, that's good stuff. 6 months, man. 6 months of your life.
Very, very valuable Thunder Wave. And I'll show you how to use that effectively to help you out right now at the beginning, because obviously you just got Pikachu. Now, another big difference between yellow, red, and blue is that yellow, you get all 3 starters. Not all at once, and not all at the beginning. Like I said, it follows the cartoon. So obviously, you get Charmander from some... might be a pedophile. We don't know. He's an old man.
Abuses him. Or is that Bulbasaur? No, I don't remember.
Bulbasaur... You don't get it? It's from Frozen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I never watched Frozen.
Me either, but I still get it.
You watched Frozen.
Not all of it.
Yeah, it's a busted movie. So yeah, so Bulbasaur is the one that's the orphan. But in the game, you do get Charmander from that busted trainer who uses and abuses him. Oh, there's a level 6 that we should have caught. But it's okay. But in the game, you get it from some random old man.
Yeah.
So they changed that up a little bit, but...
Who would you pick in the... if you had to choose?
If I had to choose, I always go with Squirtle, and let me tell you why.
Because he goes up well against rock.
Yeah, he does help you out right now against Brock. And then obviously he's already water, so, you know, he does stand his own against Misty once we get to her. But fortunately, if you don't pick another Pokemon that does well against electricity, Lieutenant Surge will mop you up. But I always pick Squirtle because in the long run, he can learn Surf, and Surf is a very effective water move. And he also can learn Ice Beam. And anybody that knows anything about first gen is that this is the time in an age where dragons ruled without question. Dragonite is the hardest guy to kill in the game. Now, of course, you have Blastoise to learn Ice Beam. You could get Vaporeon learn Ice Beam. That's sometimes what I do is I start out with Blastoise and Vaporeon, both of them learn Ice Beam. Sometimes I do cheat because to me cheating is using a rare Pokemon and I use Articuno for obvious reasons. Ice
Beam.
Super effective against Dragon type. But you also gotta be careful because Dragonite knows Thunder. And Thunder is effective against all the Pokemon that are able to learn Ice Beam.
You know, mine was always Charmander because I'm a big fan of fire types. I like fire types. They're always my favorite.
So do you like redheads?
I guess I do. Blaziken. Blaziken's awesome.
Blaziken is awesome. But let me tell you something that a lot of people don't give Charizard credit for in the first gen Pokemon.
What's that?
He can learn Swords Dance.
Yeah, that's true.
And if anybody knows anything, Charizard and Scyther with Swords Dance is very, very dangerous. For you who don't know, Swords Dance raises attack. Now, of course, later on in Ruby and Sapphire, there is the Dragon Dance, which raises not only attack but your speed as well. So that is very effective. But of course, we aren't able to play Ruby or Sapphire on this Nintendo 64 pack.
And then in the newest Pokemon X and Y, of course I picked Fennekin because it's fire type, and Fennekin, ridiculously cute Pokemon. So I had to pick it.
See, right now Pikachu is warming up to us, giving that smiling, but yet still doesn't love us yet. You'll know when Pikachu loves you, and it could take all the way till the end of the game. But sometimes Pikachu does have mood swings, because we don't know if it's a boy or a girl. At this time and age, it doesn't tell you if it's a boy or a girl.
No one knows.
The only distinctive Pokemon you can tell the gender is Nidoking and Nidoqueen. Pokemon ending in O, Pokemon ending in A. And Jinx. Well, Jinx could be a drag queen, so we'll leave Jinx out of that.
Mr. Mime has to be a male, right?
Hopefully, maybe. Very, very flexible.
Alright, so what are we doing here now?
We are still building up XP. Still. Like I said, I usually get Pikachu to level 10 before I make my way to this other patch of grass. Before we head there, of course, we'll stop and we'll hit up the Pokemon to get some Pokeballs.
And hopefully be on our way.
And at first, I left the Bulbasaur out of my starting 6. We'll just use Squirtle and Charizard. But later on, I'm like, let me just use Bulbasaur.
Bulba.
Now, Notorious Evan,
That's his favorite Pokemon.
he always goes with the grass starters.
So I guess you're water, I'm fire, and Evan's grass.
That's very true, but don't get it twisted though. Evan thinks just because he's grass he can beast me. But he doesn't know that I can freeze up that water and destroy him. Level 6. Hopefully we get to level 10 right now. Kill this dang Pidgey.
Wait, aren't you gonna catch it? Or try to catch a Pidgey?
Yeah, but I'm gonna get Pokeballs first.
Oh, you still haven't got Pokeballs?
No, sir.
Pokemon Yellow, old school days, grinding.
See, this is what the old school is all about. It's about that XP grind. Because if we had XP share and caught a Pokemon, obviously we'd be able to not only raise this one, but raise the other one as well. Randy Moss.
I think that's why they added
Level
the
10.
XP share. Not many people have the time to do it, but real Pokemon masters understand.
Yeah,
You make time for it.
that's true. You gotta spend a lot of time and effort. You also gotta pick your starting 6 very, very wise. What I do is I don't use Pokemon that I don't plan to put in my starting 6 to waste XP on.
Yeah.
It's all about the ending, getting to that Elite Four, and having a solid team that'll be able to take you to victory. Okay, of course, now we'll head to the Pokemart. We'll see our finances and see how many balls we'll be able to get. Usually I buy around 6 balls.
Buy some potions.
Yes, sir. Don't worry about Antidote, Paralyze Heal, or Burn Heal just yet.
Now where are we off to?
Now we're off to this patch of grass right here. Now, when you come to this area, you gotta be very careful because people who never played the game before will go wandering. So they'll go and they'll continue on through this little hole, go up or to go take a left.
Yeah.
And that's where you go to battle Busta again. But at the end of the game, this is where you go to take, oh my jeez.
Are you going to catch this guy right here?
Depending on, nope.
No?
Not with the level 2. Victory Road? Is it Victory Road? I think it is Victory Road.
The last route?
Yeah, the last route to take you to Elite Four.
Yeah, I think it's Victory Road.
Of course, now I'll go around here. We'll find different Pokemon. Nidoran. And,
Ooh, it's so nice to actually see a different Pokemon other than Pidgey and Rattata.
Nidorina. And I'm pretty sure you can catch a Mankey right here as well. Unfortunately for us, we've only been running to level 2 buses.
Yeah, not much XP on level 2s.
And you just gotta be very patient. You notice by now that right off of muscle memory, I'm able to just do my little pass that I do.
You got it down.
Here's level 4. We'll hit it with the Thunder Wave, paralyze it. What we'll do is we'll just throw a Pokeball. Hopefully catch it. Now the difference between first gen and the second gen, or not even second gen, first gen and X and Y is you get XP for catching Pokemon.
Okay.
Back in the day, you don't get XP for catching Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true.
You just get the Pokemon. And I think that is the last Pokeball I'm gonna waste before I hit it with an attack.
So were you trying to catch that Pokemon there?
I was trying to catch it, but if it survives this attack, I'm gonna capture it with one Pokeball.
I think this Pokemon only knows Leer. Or
No, it knows Tackle, but Leer is obviously get the defense down, so Leer could be a more effective move. Of course, just caught him. It'll add it on here. Not giving a nickname because this Pokemon is obviously not going to be in the starting 6.
okay, just holding the spot right now.
Holding the spot. Here's a Sparrow. We'll see what level it is. Level 4. Maybe if it survives, we will capture it. Most likely not.
Picked Randy Moss, just too good.
Too good indeed. And now, this is the only time that I spend time raising Pokemon that aren't going to be in my starting 6. Obviously, just to beat Busta.
Yeah, just so you actually have something.
Yep, and to get by Brock, because Pikachu going into that gym is almost non-effective at all. You know, I'm just gonna go heal this guy up and then come start working on him. Now, of course, if this is red or blue, you might want to consider having him in your starting 6, because obviously he evolves into Nidoking. Nidoking could be a very, very valuable asset. He can learn Earthquake.
Yeah.
And Earthquake is obviously a very, very good move to have. You know, he can learn Horn Drill. Basically, he can learn almost all one-hit KO moves on the game. Fissure. The difference is that the accuracy with those moves.
One-hit moves normally have horrible accuracy.
Yeah, so. What I'll do is I'll switch it up. Hopefully I keep running into level 2.
So is Pikachu still going to be running around?
Yeah. There's one time that I have evolved to Pikachu and him stay out of the ball as the Raichu.
Okay.
But that was just one time. Every other time I evolved Pikachu, guess what?
What?
Friendship doesn't exist anymore and he goes into the ball.
So it's hit or miss?
Most likely a miss. Rare occasions, he stays out.
So at this point, would Gary only still have Eevee, or would he have a couple more?
No, at this point he has Eevee, Pidgey, and I want to say a Rattata.
Oh, you would easily beat him with your one Pikachu, right?
Not really, because if I recall, I think Rattata is 8. I think Pidgey is 10 or 11, and Eevee 10 or 11.
Okay.
So, I mean, you could try to go in there with just potions and take them on head up. But of course, you know, chances are it'll be a tough occasion for you to win. So that's why I always bring an extra guy just for insurance. Switching out Pokemon so they take the first hit, first damage. Then bring in, of course, Pikachu to, you know, like a closer in baseball.
So, what would you say is your favorite Pokemon in Generation 1?
Generation 1?
Yeah.
Hands down, that's be my boy Squirtle.
Squirtle.
Nice. There's other ones I do admire, but Squirtle's always... I can't say no to Squirtle. Oh, here's the legendary Mankey.
Oh, you gotta catch this guy.
Level 3. What we'll do is we'll switch out.
And to be fair, not really a legendary.
Mankey?
Yeah. Ooh, too strong. I wanted to see you catch him.
I don't know. Not gonna catch no Mankey. The legendary Mankeys, because he's one of the best Pokemon episodes when Ash goes and takes his Primeape and obviously goes up against the guy who teaches Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee.
Bruce Lee. That's what they named Hitmonlee after. I like Hitmonlee. He was one of my favorite.
Yeah. And so with another difference between yellow and those ones is that, of course, you get the option to choose between Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. You get Eevee. You get Lapras. Oh man, what other Pokemon was in my head?
Gengar.
No. Like they're given to you.
Oh.
So Eevee, Lapras,
Hitmonlee.
Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee. And you do have the option, somebody will want to trade you, and you could get Machamp.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Machamp is obviously my starting 6 before I just made a new one.
How did it feel to erase your old one?
I'm used to it by now.
Memories.
Memories. Yeah, so I mean, I do start over and try to be with different Pokemon.
Ooh.
Held out like a champ.
Nice. Definitely should level up for that. So we're gonna call this episode the grinding episode.
Oh, very much grinding.
The knowledge episode. You're watching it for Armando's great Pokemon knowledge.
That suits you. Now, the first hour and a half to 2 hours of this game is basically grinding.
And for the sake of the people, I'm not going to do much editing on this. I want them to soak it all in.
Now,
How old school Pokemon went.
yeah. And for this one, the first gym, getting to the second gym, to me is the longest one. Because after we start accumulating, Squirtle, Charmander, stuff like that, it makes the game go by a lot faster because you have other Pokemon that you're going to raise.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that you're going into the first gym with Rock type. If you're going to go in there with the Nidoran, like I am, normal type moves, Pikachu, electric moves, which are very not effective.
So in Pokemon X, like I said, I love fire type. So when I got to the Rock gym in Pokemon X, basically 4 of my 6 Pokemon were fire types. So you best believe I got my ass whooped.
Now, the good thing about fire rather than normal type is the fire, you have a chance to burn them, which
Very
obviously takes out that health. You go in there with Nidoran with a tackle or a double kick. Now, at the time, double kick is not very super effective like it is Ruby and Sapphire against the Rock type. I don't believe.
So how high are you gonna level up this guy?
I'm gonna go to 8.
Level 8. And then we'll kick
Or
Gary's
if
ass.
you want to get ballsy, we'll go right now after this Rattata.
Yeah, that's up to you, man. But I don't want to see you lose twice to Busta.
That's true.
If I saw you lose twice, I just want to let you know. It's a lot of respect lost.
We'll go in there with this. After I go to the Pokemon Center, of course. Not gonna waste a potion to heal him up for this battle.
That's true, very true. I remember playing always running back. I was just thinking, I gotta save these potions for the gyms,
Yeah.
If I can run back to
Now, of course, you save your potions and never end up using them, you can just sell them to the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not gonna get full retail. It's like GameStop. You got them at that price, you can go back later on.
Make
They're
sure you
like,
get the-
that's not even worth.
Make sure you get the Powers Rewards card first. Get 10% deal there.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Randy Moss to start it out, and I'll show you why.
Alright, here we go.
See, the text goes by fast because I made it go by fast. If it was on slow or normal, yeah, we'd still be at Professor Oak.
We've already seen this story before.
Oh, I guess it's just Sparrow and Eevee. Should I hit him with the...
Strategy time.
I'm gonna hit him with the Thunder Shock.
Going straight for
It'll
the Thunder
take out
Shock.
more than half.
Oof. Bad move. I don't understand why they would use Lear there.
Well, that's not a bad move at all.
That's a bad move.
No, it lowers Randy Moss's defense. Of course, put out Eevee again.
I would have used self-destruct
No.
and try to take both of them out.
Dudes hit it with the Thunder Wave.
Paralyzed, nice.
Yep, paralyzed. And this is the part where I switch it out.
Randy Moss's defense has fell dramatically.
Again. Yes, sir. Smart move on him. Now, hopefully what we're going to do is reuse Nidoran and take out little by little attack. Of course, he's going to keep using Sand Attack. Takes out accuracy. And of course, it's taking its toll on Nidoran.
Eevee is still paralyzed.
Oh, it's always paralyzed. The only way he's not going to be paralyzed is if Busta uses a paralyzed heal. And that's why Busta's the Busta, because he doesn't know.
Didn't take that for account.
That's very true. Of course, now it's just a patience battle. He's using Sand Attack, so now the tackle's not going to hit every time you use it. Now, at this point, it's basically one every like 4 or 5 tackles going to get a good hit on him. There's one miss. There's another Sand Attack. 2 misses. 3 misses. Actually keeps going down. Oh, here's a hit. Now, of course, in the newer gens, your rival obviously
Is your buddy.
is smarter. No, he's smarter now.
Well, the
And so
rivals
this
your
time-
buddies.
They'd be able to use full heal,
Yeah.
you know, all this other stuff. But right now, first gen, yep, this is that very grindage battle that we got going on. Basically, my Nidoran can't even see in front of its eyes.
So are you going to bring back Randy Moss into the picture?
I'm going to. I'm just going to lower its defense a couple more times. Make sure when we bring out Randy Moss,
Ooh, going to have to now.
which is right now. Randy Moss is a very good situation, a lot faster than Eevee. Hit it with this Thunder Shock, one hit, take care of Eevee.
What's up, Busta?
Quick Attack could also be a very good move.
I would take out Growl, yeah, that's what I would have done.
We need Thunder Wave and Leer.
And
For
you need a
Onyx.
normal attack, too.
I forgot what level
Hey.
Nidoran learns double kick.
I think now we got our revenge on Busta Ass Gary. I think this is the perfect place to stop this video.
Alrighty, so we'll stop it right here in this Poke Batch.
And kick it back up. Stay tuned.
Now at this time it's gonna ask us the older file wants to be erased.
Oh, this is without even hesitating. Alright. See you next time.